Desire to have things done quickly prevents their being done thoroughly. Before you embark on a journey of revenge, dig 2 graves. The father who does not teach his son his duties are equally guilty with the son who neglects them. Respect yourself and others will respect you. Study the past if you would define the future. To love a thing means wanting it to live. He who speaks without modesty will find it difficult to make his words good. When you have faults, do not fear to abandon them. I am not concerned that I am not known. I seek to be worthy to be known. What the superior man seeks is in himself. What the small man seeks is in others. He who conquers himself is the mightiest warrior. 3 things cannot long be hidden: the sun, the moon, and the truth. Do not worry about holding high position. Worry rather about playing your proper role. We take greater pains to persuade others that we are happy than in endeavoring to think so ourselves. The real fault is to have faults and not amend them. In a country well governed, poverty is something to be ashamed of. Do not do to others what you do not want done to yourself. Everything has beauty, but not everyone sees it. A man who does not plan long ahead will find trouble right at his door. To see what is right and not to do it is want of courage or of principle. Virtue is not left to stand alone. He who practices it will have neighbors. Fine words and an insinuating appearance are seldom associated with true virtue. The way you cut your meat reflects the way you live. To see and listen to the wicked is already the beginning of wickedness. Behave toward everyone as if receiving a great guest. A fool despises good counsel, but a wise man takes it to heart. Learn as though you would never be able to master it. Hold it as though you would be in fear of losing it. It is not possible for one to teach others who cannot teach his own family. When anger rises, think of the consequences. The more man meditates upon good thoughts, the better will be this world and the world at large. Act with kindness, but do not expect gratitude. If you look into your own heart, you find nothing wrong there. What is there to fear? Mankind differs from the animals only by a little, and most people throw that away. Men's natures are alike. It is their habits that carry them far apart. Real knowledge is to know the extent of one's ignorance. We should feel sorrow, but not sink under its oppression. Wheresoever you go, Go with all your heart. When you see a worthy person, endeavor to emulate him. When you see an unworthy person, then examine your inner self. Boldness without the rules of propriety becomes insubordination. To be wealthy and honored in an unjust society is a disgrace. Think no vice so small that you may commit it, and no virtue so small that you may overlook it. It is better to light one small candle than to curse the darkness. Looking at small advantages prevents great affairs from being accomplished. Better a diamond with a flaw than a pebble without. He who will not economize shall have to agonize. The parent's age must be remembered, both for joy and anxiety. Roads were made for journeys, not destinations. If a man takes no thought about what is distant, he will find sorrow near at hand. Humility is the solid foundation of all the virtues. I hear, and I forget. I see, and I remember. I do, and I understand. Forget injuries. Never forget kindness. To be wronged is nothing unless you continue to remember it. The strength of a nation derives from the integrity of the home. The essence of knowledge is having it, to apply it, not having it, to confess your ignorance. When prosperity comes, do not use all of it. Sincerity and truth are the basis of every virtue. To go beyond is as wrong as to fall short. Be not ashamed of mistakes, and thus make them crimes. Recompense injury with justice, and recompense kindness with kindness. A man of wisdom delights in water,